Hi, welcome to our first ever Digital Star Awards. My name's David, I'm the Acting Chief Executive. Now you'll know this isn't the way we usually celebrate our annual awards, but I don't need to tell you why we're doing it this way. Our Star Awards ethos, however, remains the same. We're recognising and thanking the many teams and individuals who have gone way above the call of duty in care for each other, patients and families. But of course this year has been truly exceptional, and each and every one of our colleagues has stepped up magnificently to battle this horrendous pandemic that is affecting our daily lives, our own families and the services we provide day in and day out. All of you are award winners and deserve the thanks that have been received from our communities and families. Today we can, though, only highlight a few of our exceptional colleagues, but their success is also all of ours. And I know that the winners today recognise that they are one part of an amazing team of over 7,000 committed, dedicated colleagues. I hope that you'll join with me in celebrating our shortlisted colleagues and the winners today. We are all one family working together to support our communities, provide leading healthcare, holistic support, the latest in research, innovation, patient safety and quality. On the back of this, over 700 nominations were received this year, our highest number ever. Nomination ranged from acts of kindness towards patients and relatives, to people overcoming hurdles, to providing outstanding leadership. Each nomination had a common thread. Our organisation is made up of truly remarkable people. COVID has been a significant part of our year, so many of the stories shared in the awards process highlighted outstanding acts of bravery and selflessness in the face of coronavirus. But of course, our 2019-20 year was not just about fighting the virus. There are countless other amazing things that have been achieved before the pandemic hit that are also recognised here today. We've also received some fantastic nominations from patients and carers who have taken their time to put forward both teams and individuals who have made a real difference to their experience within Sandwell West Birmingham NHS Trust. The judging panel this year included representatives from groups of staff networks across the Trust, as well as representatives from Healthwatch Sandwell and Healthwatch Birmingham. As you can imagine, they had a challenging time selecting finalists and winners from such an impressive array of nominations. We'd like to thank them all for their time and commitment in making impossible choices. 4 of our winners were also selected on a vote by colleagues, giving an opportunity for everyone to have their say in picking the most deserving winners. However, everyone who was nominated is a winner in our eyes, in the eyes of your colleagues, and importantly, in the eyes of the patients that we serve. We're truly honoured and privileged to have so many dedicated, committed and compassionate people who work tirelessly on behalf of the patients and families across Sandwell, West Birmingham and further afield. So during this digital ceremony, you'll hear many inspiring stories. So make sure you take time to reflect on your own achievements and the achievements of your colleagues. Let's celebrate all that is great about this organisation and the people within it. I hope you enjoy the rest of the ceremony, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, David. Now, this year has seen so many changes, not just to the Trust, but to the entire world. Let's just take a minute to have a look back at the wonderful teams of Sandwell and West Birmingham NHS Trust. Let's see what they've achieved over the course of this year. Send your comments using Twitter. You can send them with hashtag SWBHAwards20. You can also see us on Instagram and Facebook. Just search for @SWBHNHS. This awards event wouldn't be possible without the contribution of our very generous sponsors. Thank you for funding this wonderful award scheme to recognise the work of staff at Sandwell and West Birmingham NHS Trust. Now, let's get started. First of all, I've got to introduce myself. My name's Des Coleman. Some of you may recognise me from last year. We were at the Villa last year, but obviously things have changed this time round, and it's my great pleasure to come to you through the powers of virtual. The Star Awards 2020. Now, this event, like I say, may be slightly different, but it still remains all about our wonderful colleagues at the Trust. Today, we recognise and congratulate your outstanding achievements, both as individuals and as teams. So let's just take a quick run through of how the show is going to work. A director of the Trust will announce the finalists and winners for each award, and some of our sponsors, they may also say a few words about the categories that they've chosen to support. Please remember though that whatever the outcome, there are no losers, not today. I've read all of your stories and I can tell you that everyone has done an absolutely amazing job for the Trust. You can all be very proud of your achievements. Our first award is for Digital Leader of the Year. This award is presented to a leader or a manager who has inspired or brought about a clear and demonstrable outcomes in terms of digital ways of working. This can include changing processes to reduce reliance on paper, improvements in service or care for our patients, or financial savings, and who productively engages and includes their staff in the digital journey, providing effective direction and motivation, actively creating a positive working environment for colleagues. And to present the award is Martin Sadler, Chief Informatics Officer.
It's my pleasure to be able to announce the Digital Leader of the Year. It's been a very exciting year for digital. We've had a lot of nominations and a lot of people contributing to help the colleagues and the Trust become more digital. The nominations that were shortlisted this year were Mark Whitehouse, Joanne Breyer and Rashid Abul Hassan. And the winner is Joanne Breyer. Congratulations and well done to everybody.
I nominated Jo because she's a digital midwife who works in maternity and neonates, and she has been really instrumental in the work that she's done during the pandemic. Some of this has been around launching our online referral forms. Because some of our GPs closed down, we needed still to see these ladies and keep them safe. And on the back of that, she implemented an online referral form in several different languages for our ladies to self-refer online, so we still see our patients. The feedback we've had in respect of Jo and the work that she's done has been absolutely phenomenal, in respect of how she has been really instrumental in making sure that every lady gets captured in different languages, but also making sure that the patients don't get missed and still get seen. Jo is really deserving of this award because she has really rolled out the digital platform around all our services, but also coaching and supporting our staff in respect of making sure that staff know how to encourage patients to use this going forward.
Well done, Joanne. Congratulations to you. It's great to see that you're having an impact on all of your patients. Next is New Leader. Now, this award is presented to a rising star who has held some leadership or management responsibility for at least a year and who has demonstrated outstanding ability, talent, and leadership, showing great promise for the future. Presenting this award is Dinah McClanahan, Chief Finance Officer.
The nominees for New Leader of the Year are Maria Atkinson, Amira Sheikh, Anil Bogle, and Jim Morrissey. And the winner is, we have joint winners. Well done, Amira Sheikh and Maria Atkinson.
Hi, I'm Jade Osborne. I'm the Director and General Manager for Acute and Community Paediatrics. I nominated Dr. Maria Atkinson for the Star Award for New Leader because I think that she's doing a tremendous job as the Clinical Director for Acute and Community Paediatrics. Maria came into post shortly after I started as the general manager, and I think that was probably something that she was kind of coerced into doing at first, but I think Maria is one of those people that's one of those accidental leaders, but really sort of has shone in the role, and you can tell that it's kind of that's where her heart lies, and that's where her strengths lie, is really engaging people and bringing people on board and making sure that as a team we're all working to the same goals. And I think that's been sort of invaluable help to me as a general manager, and trying to make sure that we kind of achieve the paediatric department's objectives and really start to shape the department. And it's worked really well. She's very engaging, very listening, very honest. She's just fabulous to work with, and a thoroughly deserved nomination. Well done, Maria.
Hi, I'm Sue Whalen, I'm consultant in sexual health, and I nominated Amira as new leader because she came to sexual health new to the NHS, and she has been so enthusiastic and learned so quickly. She's worked really hard for our service. She has made sure that we're meeting all our KPIs. She's established excellent working relationships with our commissioners and with internal and external and third party groups, so that we now can deliver services in many different ways. She's the kind of person that establishes working relationships very quickly, makes sure she gets the right people doing the right thing in the right places at the right time. I know she's going to do really well in her continued work with the NHS, as she's done so well in ensuring our service works and develops appropriately.
So we have double winners this year. Congratulations to Marie and Amira. Our next award is for Volunteer of the Year. Now, this award is presented to an individual who has made a significant impact to the Trust whilst volunteering. A person who has shown selflessness and determination to support the people around them. Ruth Wilkin, Director of Communications, will be presenting this particular award.
Volunteers make a fantastic contribution to our Trust, and I want to thank each and every one of them for the help they've given throughout COVID and before. And the nominees are Kay Deep, Rachel Bassett, Rachel Cooper, and the winner is Kay Deep. Congratulations, Kay, and thank you.
Kay's been nominated for Volunteer of the Year. She's just so passionate and enthusiastic with everything that she does. During COVID particularly, she was a huge support to us in the pop-up shop. She would help with stock and taking treats around to all of our staff across the site and capturing data for us really of areas that hadn't had, and always going above and beyond and coming to us with ideas. But not only that, she wanted to raise some money for the charity and decided to cut her hair, which she hasn't had cut since she was 3, and it was all down her back, and she raised over £1,000 for us. So quite a selfless person really. I think Kay's really deserving of Volunteer of the Year. She was in the Trust every single day, working above and beyond. She practically lived here because she just wanted to give and help everybody and support the staff during COVID and help make a difference. And I personally think she did make that difference because she took a lot of pressure off us that we could focus on other things, and you know, just amazing. And I think she should win this award.
Well done, Kay. It's fantastic that you just give up so much of your own time to help others. It really is. Our next award is the Prize for Innovation. This award is presented to an individual or a team that has introduced new innovative practices or an innovative scheme during the year that has made substantial improvements to services or systems and processes. To make this presentation is Dave Baker, Director of Partnerships and Innovation.
And the nominees for the Prize for Innovation this year are the Medicine and Emergency Care Nursing Team, Mouthcare Matters, Junior Doctors Wellbeing Hub Sanctuary, and the City ED Pioneer Champions. And the winner is Junior Doctors Wellbeing Hub Sanctuary. Well done.
There is abundant evidence that staff well-being positively correlates with the quality of care experienced by patients. So over recent years, investing in the well-being of staff in healthcare has become a real priority, and that's true for SWBH. Of course, that's true for all staff groups, and although our focus has been on junior doctors, some of the initiatives we've been doing have been designed to be able to expand to reach all staff groups, and we've worked with managers and matrons and others to try and make that happen. Some of the things we've been able to do is introduce dedicated rest areas where physical needs and environments of psychological safety can be provided for some peer support and for people to be able to process what goes on in work, as well as get a drink and have a break. We've also been able to provide wellbeing packs, and part of that has been recognising that over the last 6 months, in the context of COVID, a number of people have been away from their family for long periods of time, and so within the Junior Doctor initiative, we're able to work with the local charity to provide wellbeing packs for kids who've been away from their parents for longer than anyone would have liked. These are just a few of the many things that we've been doing. We really are committed to the well-being of staff at SWBH, and it's all about creating a culture of connection, of compassion, where the ordinary human needs that we all have are recognised and met. We're looking forward to do more work.
Do you know, it really is great to see some of the wonderful initiatives for staff well-being. Well done, everyone. On to our next award, which is the Excellence in Education Prize. This is presented to an individual or a team who can demonstrate excellence in providing and supporting high-quality education. But before we find out the winner of this category, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognise one of the nominees, Claire Millard. Claire very sadly passed away after the judging process for the award, and I know her family and her friends wanted her nomination to remain. To present this award, it's Freza Mahmood, Joint Acting Director, People and Organisation Development.
And the nominations are the Maternity and Neonatal Education Team, Muhammad Yusuf Mian, the Advanced Critical Care Practitioners Team, and Claire Millard. And the winner is Claire Millard. A well-deserved win.
My name's Claire Beats. I'm the lead nurse for the bowel cancer screening service here at Sandwell in West Birmingham. I have been Claire's line manager for 8 years, but I've known her for 13 years. Claire was full of fun. She absolutely loved being a nurse. She was incredibly proud to be a nurse and incredibly proud to work in the bowel cancer screening programme. She loved her job. She loved the patients that we have, that we see. She was really passionate about it. On nights out, she came with bags of funsies, always wanted to laugh. She had an infectious laugh that could be heard all around our office. She put 100% into everything that she did. She was so reliable, and she always wanted to do the best by the patients. She was a bowel cancer screening practitioner, so primarily her job was seeing patients in clinic, in the hospital, following their pathway through, but she also had a real interest in health promotion, and that was a passion of hers. So that involved going out to GPs, out to mosques, out to the areas that we really struggled to get into bowel cancer screening. She went out just to tell them the importance of doing her screening, the screening test kit. She spent a lot of time with GPs who didn't understand what bowel cancer screening was and tried to explain it to them so that they can tell their patients how to help increase our uptake. Here at Sandwell, we have always had a really low uptake against all of our kind of neighbouring screening centres, so it was really important that we could get patients through the door, and without the work that Claire did, we would never have been able to do that at all. So she has undoubtedly saved thousands of people's lives by the hard work that she's done in promoting our service. So Claire 100% deserves this award. She was so passionate about education, about health promotion. When students came into the department, she was at her best, teaching them, encouraging them. She was a supportive mentor to all of our junior staff, to all students that came through our department. She 100% deserves this award for all of her fantastic work and effort that she's put into our service.
I'm sure that you'll all agree that Claire showed so much passion for her work. I speak on behalf of all of Claire's colleagues at Sandwell and West Birmingham NHS Trust when I say that she's dearly missed. Our thoughts are with Claire's loved ones. Rest in peace. Now, on to our next award. Now, this is for Fundraiser of the Year. This award is presented to an individual or a team who has achieved considerable and recognisable fundraising success and created positive changes to patients, staff members and families. Not just them, but communities as well, the communities that we serve. Well, welcome back Ruth Wilkin, Director of Communications.
And the nominees for Fundraiser of the Year are Jenny Richards, Crystal Whitehouse and Nick McQuarna. And the winner is Nick McQuarna.
When the dancing doctor, aka Dr. Nick McQuarna, first chatted to me about his idea for raising money for charity by dancing, I thought, what a fabulous idea. Then when he went on to tell me it involved 12 hours of non-stop dancing, I thought, hang on a minute, this idea is a little bit crazy. Or it could be a bit genius. It turned out it was both. The dance-a-thon was so much more than dancing and raising money for charity. It brought smiles to many of the faces that day, both people coming in through the foyer of the hospital, our patients and our staff alike. It created a sense of belonging. Many people got on the dance floor with Nick, other people enjoyed watching, other people enjoyed the music as they walked through the foyer area. It was a real sense of belonging and community and lifted everybody's spirits on that cold November day. Alongside that, obviously, an incredible amount of money was raised too. Nick's continued to inspire us since then with his offer to support the Trust's health and wellbeing offer in relation to dancing again, hence the name Dancing Doctor. So Nick has gone on to do a new monthly dance routine, which to encourage us all to get up and get moving, as well as using the media of dance and music to lift our spirits and think about our emotional health and well-being. So Nick, all I've got left to say is thank you so much for your tireless efforts and keep dancing.
Well, I can't actually think of a better way to raise money for charity than dancing. Congratulations, Nick. Our next award is for Equality and Diversity Champion. Now, this is presented to an individual or a team that has demonstrated engagement with the minority groups or diverse groups from the Sandwell and West Birmingham community to deliver improved services for patients or carers. To make the presentation, we welcome back Freza Mahmood, Joint Acting Director, People and Organisation Development.
The nominations are Paul Rees, Alison Byrne, the Homeless Patient Pathway Team, and I'm delighted to announce the winner is Alison Byrne. Congratulations.
So Alison works with women with FGM, and there's quite a lot of women within this area who suffer from that. She's set up clinics here, so she supports women who have had problems in labour, women who have previously had FGM and they're having their first baby. She supports them by discussing defibrillation and going through the defibrillation. She supports the pros and cons, and also emotionally supports them, because obviously having FGM can affect them psychologically as well as physically as well. So she's set up clinics within this trust, and she also works with women who are not pregnant, so women who are looking to get pregnant, or women who've had babies before who have not had the defibrillation. So she works with those and provides that service also. Alison has been doing this job for a very long time. It's got to be 20 years plus. And I think she's very deserving because she has actually built up this service, not only within this hospital, she also works within the women at Sandwell. As I say, the antenatal women, she's also worked over at Heartlands, has done some lecturing and supporting midwives across the West Midlands.
Well done, Alison. Your work is helping to raise awareness of female genital mutilation. Next up is the Green Award, sponsored by Tusker. Now, this award is given to an individual or a team that has helped make simple changes to reduce environmental impacts. They will have made changes within their area of work with enthusiasm. Even small changes can make a huge impact and inspire others to get involved. Before we see the nominees, a word from the category sponsors, Tusker.
Hello, my name's Andy Tampler from Tusker Direct, your car benefit scheme provider. Moving towards sustainable transport and travel are key in lowering our emissions and reducing our impact on the environment. This is why we've sponsored the Green Award. Whether you order a petrol, diesel or electric vehicle on the scheme, rest assured all our cars are carbon neutral. Over the past 10 years, we've offset more than 200,000 tonnes of carbon through verified projects around the world. With the government's recent announcements and decisions to reduce the benefit in kind on electric cars for the next 5 years, we have seen a huge increase in uptake on these cars. There are significant environmental and financial benefits by getting an electric car through the scheme. Thank you.
Thank you, Tusker. Rachel Barlow, Director of Systems Transformation, will present the award.
The nominations for the Green Award are the Alcohol Team, Cancer Services, the Immunology Team. And the winner is the Alcohol Team. Congratulations to you. You've been great role models for the Trust in this Green Award. So well done. You should be proud of yourselves.
This year in 2020, the Alcohol Care Team completed the bronze and silver tasks of the Green Impact Toolkit. This meant that we actually won Best Newcomers 2020 for the Green Impacts Award. Myself, Peter Marple and Matthew Hinton led the way for the Green Impacts Toolkit, and we are passionate about changing and improving the environment and how this can improve our work and our home and also our health.
Congratulations to the Alcohol Care Team for not just only providing an outstanding service, but for also doing what their bit for the environment. Learner of the Year is awarded to an individual who can demonstrate the impact training has had on themselves, their team, or their services. Now, this is open to all staff and could include, for example, completing an apprenticeship, a computer course, or a postgrad leadership program or university module. And it's over now to Bethan Downing, Joint Acting Director, People and Organisation Development.
The nominations in the Learner of the Year category are Rachel Gallagher, Monica Quinlan and Max Newbold. And the winner is Max Newbold. Well done, Max.
So the reason I nominated Max is just the most enthusiastic, he's hardworking, recently completed his apprenticeship, which he did amazing and got really good feedback from that. He's also sort of, before we set up our simulation lab initially, so he's managed to set up all the technical side of that, sort of takes the lead. He's sort of our saviour with the technical aspect of things. Recently he's had a lot of challenges in view of COVID, so social distancing, making sure the sim lab setup is social distanced, and PPE and things, all that's had to be sort of sorted, which has been amazing, and done all that as well. And sort of progressed in himself and his role really well.
Congratulations, Max. We really do wish you all the best in your career. Now we move on to the Distinguished Service Award, which is presented to an individual or a team who has worked above and beyond the call of duty in their service to the Trust. This could be a current employee or someone who has left during the previous year. And to present this particular award, we welcome back Rachel Barlow, Director of System Transformation.
And the nominees for the Distinguished Service Award are Cherry Hutchinson, Nick Sherwood, David Holden. And the winner is Nick Sherwood.
I've known Nick for a very long time, since he was an SHO, and I've always been struck by his enthusiasm and his commitment to his patients. When we were preparing for the flu pandemic, swine flu, back in 2010, he showed a grasp of emergency preparedness that none of my other colleagues, and I work for the Critical Care Network as well, had experienced or even had. And that enthusiasm he shared with everyone, and he managed to stimulate everyone to become more prepared and actually think ahead and plan rather than just wait for something to happen. I'm quite sure that without his foresight, his enthusiasm, his leadership, his drive, his just let's get on and do it, the Trust would not have been as well prepared as it was when we got hit by the COVID pandemic. His leadership in critical care meant the team worked well. He supported the team, all of us, whether we worked directly with critical care or indirectly with critical care. He's just a good leader. He's also an extremely good clinician. I've said it to his face, and I have no hesitation again in saying I would always be happy to be treated by him. He's just an all-round good person.
Congratulations, Nick. Outstanding service, and you still have a lot more to give. Well, this brings us on to our 11th award, which is the Patient Safety Award. This award is presented to an individual or a team exhibiting the best practice in providing safe care, who has openly raised awareness or safety issues, championed transparency, or introduced new ways of working in a service or treatment that has improved patient safety. Kathy French, Interim Chief Nurse, it's over to you.
And the Patient Safety Award nominees for this year are Critical Care Outreach Team, Learning from Deaths Committee, and Sheila Campuria. And the winner is the Learning from Deaths Committee. And we'd just like to make a special mention to Russell Stevenson. Thank you.
The Learning from Deaths Committee is a trust-wide committee. Every subspecialty has a mortality lead that is a member of the committee. In addition, we have people from governance, complaints team, patient safety team, legal, the medical director's office, and the medical examiners. They all form part of this committee. And the overall aim is to ensure that the care that people who die in our service is reviewed, so that we pick up opportunities to improve patient pathways, learn from when things don't go well, and when things go well, we also can learn from that, and overall work together to improve all our pathways for our patients. There have been a number of quality improvement projects that have come out from the reviews that have been done. We've monitored the trends, we've monitored the mortality indices, so that we can pick up any issues that are arising.
Well done to Dr. Chizo Agwu and the team. Our next award is the Excellence in Research Prize. Now, this award is presented to an individual or a team who has participated in research which has made demonstrable difference to patient experience and outcomes. Martin Sadler, Chief Informatics Officer, is back to present this particular award.
Our trust has a good reputation for research.
And we're reflecting that with the Star Awards in our Excellence in Research prize. There are 3 shortlisted nominations this year, and they are the Research and Development Team, the Research Midwives, and Karim Raza. The winner is the Research and Development Team. Congratulations.
Hello, my name is Dr. Saab Clare. I'm a consultant in acute medicine and the Deputy Medical Director. I nominated the R&D team for a Star Award. They really deserve this. They have been incredibly phenomenal, especially during the pandemic. They really stepped up. They created trials within a matter of weeks, if not days, which is never heard of before. We thank you for that. They changed their working practice, working 7 days a week, and worked within areas that really has not much done much research, such as acute medicine. They engaged with all our patients and our staff, encouraging our patients to participate in trials. We're also very honoured to work within the recovery trial, which showed that steroids decrease mortality within COVID-19. All the members of the team have been fantastic. They're compassionate, they've been flexible and so caring, always telling me about the news of the patient that we'd put on the trail and how they've improved. Thank you so much. Each and one of you are true stars.
Well done to the R&D team. It's great to see the positive work that you're doing to help fight the pandemic. Our next award is the 2020 Vision Prize for Integrated Care Pioneer of the Year. And it's awarded to an individual or again a team who has demonstrated integrated care, either by working in a partnership with local healthcare, social care, voluntary services, or in their daily work. And we head back to Bethan Downing, Joint Acting Director, People and Organisation Development.
The nominees in the 2020 Vision Prize for Integrated Care Pioneer of the Year are the Medicine Therapy Team, the Advanced Clinical Practitioners Admission Avoidance Team, iCares, and the Discharge Enablement Team Palliative Care Service. And the winner is the Discharge Enablement Team Palliative Care Service. Well done.
Our Discharge Enablement team began in October last year. They've had positive feedback throughout this time from both patients and relatives. They aim to provide packages of care for patients who have been identified as fast trackable, both in the community and the hospital. This involves the carers popping out to provide care calls at morning, lunchtime and tea time. They've had a lot of referrals in, and most of the time they take up 90% of those referrals. They are a very busy team. The feedback from relatives has been wonderful, and they're also enabling our patients to receive their preferred place of care and preferred place of death, and enabling quick discharges from hospital, enabling patients to stay at home without coming into hospital when they hit crisis point.
Many congratulations to the team. Our next award is Local Primary Care Award for the most valued service in the Trust. This is awarded to a service that primary care clinicians deem to be the most value to their patients, that demonstrates effective working arrangements with primary care, a responsive service, and that integrates well across the organisational boundaries. Dave Baker, Director of Partnerships and Innovation, is back to announce the award.
And the nominees for the Local Primary Care Award for the most valued service in the Trust this year are the Admission Avoidance Team and the Community COVID-19 Testing Team. And the winner is the Community COVID-19 Testing Team. Well done.
They worked really hard to set up a scheme that allowed us to help our partners keep working throughout the pandemic. They helped the local authority, GP practices and local care homes. We were able to give out the phone number that staff used and allow them to come to our staff testing sites and come and get a test to make sure that they could keep their services going. They were really responsive. So if I phoned them up and said, look, this member of staff an organisation really needs a test quickly, they try and get them in because they understood the demands of services and the need for the services to be delivered in the community too.
Well-deserved award, that is, really well-deserved award. Congratulations to the team. You're really making a difference to your colleagues and the community as a whole. Now, for those of you that have been counting, this is our 15th award. It's a very special one, actually. For 2020 only, we're offering a special award in recognition of the International Year of the Nurse and Midwife, a campaign by the World Health Organization in honour of the 200th birth anniversary of Florence Nightingale, who lives in Derby, my hometown. Chief Nurse Kathy French is back to present this particular award.
The nominations for the special award, which is for the International Year of the Nurse and Midwife. I would just like to reflect on 2020, as when we started in January, we really said that this was the year of the nurse and the midwife, and I think we can absolutely say for certain it has been. Maybe not the year we expected, but I know everyone's been so dedicated and worked so hard. So the nominations for the International Year of the Nurse and Midwife are Charanjit Sangha, Jennifer Cadwalder Hunt, Joanne Tonks, and Rebecca O'Dwyer. And the winner is Rebecca O'Dwyer.
Hi, my name is Nick Sherwood. I'm one of the intensive care consultants and joint clinical lead, and I'm here to talk about Becky O'Dwyer. I've known Becky for a long time. We were trainees together back in the 90s up in Stoke, and I've worked with her here at City Hospital for in excess of 20 years. I nominated Becky for this award because she's quite simply one of the, well, probably the best nurse I've ever come across. She has everything you would want to see in your ideal nurse. She not only is a great manager, which is predominantly her current role, and I'm lucky enough to share the joint clinical lead role with her, but she's previously been a great matron. She's basically responsible for the outreach service that we have at the City Hospital, City in Sandwell, that she founded 20 years ago, and is recognised as being one of the best in the Midlands, if not the country. But she's also incredibly compassionate. She doesn't get into a bed space very often now, but she has that touch, that what it takes to be a great nurse. But she also shows that with her staff as well. She's always one that spends a bit of time every day to make sure everybody's okay, the staff coming off shift are feeling all right, and that's never been shown more than in the pandemic that we are currently in. When I did my proposed her for the award, I closed with the fact that I think if Mary Seacole or Florence Nightingale were here today, they would see in Becky all of the qualities that they felt when they were in the mid-19th century made a great nurse. They would see in Becky, and I'm just incredibly proud and lucky to be able to work with her.
Congratulations, Becky. Now, we move on to the Quality of Care Award. This is an extra special award as nominations are from patients, carers and visitors. The award recognises colleagues who provide excellent quality care in line with the Trust's quality plan, bringing improved outcomes for patients and those who have consistently upheld and demonstrate the Trust's 9 care promises. There were over 100 nominations in this particular category, the highest number yet, which is a testament to the exceptional care, compassion and respect shown by all staff at Sandwell and West Birmingham. Mel Roberts, Acting Chief Operating Officer, will present the award.
The nominees for the Quality of Care Award are Karen Walker, Mr. Sasnata Chinna and the Gynecology team. Well done to all the nominees. And the winner is the Gynecology team. Congratulations to you all.
I'd like to express my sincere thanks to the whole of the Gynae team. I received so many letters of compliments about this team. The feedback from the patients and carers is that they put people at ease at a time which can be quite stressful for both our patients and our carers when they're going through treatments within our services. The team, they support our patients through the generosity of their kindness, their empathy and their compassion, and that comes through in every letter that I receive complimenting the team. So I'm extremely proud of our gynae team, the whole of the team that work together to support our patients to experience outstanding care within our services. So thank you very much everybody and well done.
Congratulations to the gynecology team. Our next award is the Chairman's Award. Its notable contribution to the local health and social care system. This is another one of those special awards tonight, presented to an individual or a team who has made significant contribution to health and well-being of patients, carers, or the public in the Sandwell and West Birmingham community. The award winner will have demonstrated how they have linked up different teams of organisations and been instrumental in breaking down barriers for the benefits of patients or the wider population. Richard Samuda will now tell us the person who's winning this particular award.
This is my opportunity to announce the Chair's Award for notable contribution to our local health and social care system. It's a real privilege to be doing this. And this year we've identified an individual who's worked with over the last 2 years or so as a key partner in terms of our passion for integrated care and really making that a really meaningful thing and the core part of our strategy. This individual has led from the front. He's been an outstanding partner with his colleagues to helping us in terms of the integration from a primary care perspective, in terms of looking at the needs of our patients and their family in a really different and holistic way. It's a delight to be able to announce that the winner of the Chair's Notable Contribution Award this year goes to Dr. Imran Zaman. Imran's been a fantastic colleague to work with over the last 2 years. He's really led from the front on the work he's done in terms of showing us how the knowledge and the public health data that our primary care colleagues have and their insights have been an absolutely critical part of helping us with our community services, work closely with them, and I think it's been outstanding. He leads the Broadway healthcare team, and that is very near our city hospital, and he is a major force within our Ladywood and Perrybar place-based system and is very influential in our primary care network, which is a key actor, as with other primary care network, in our place-based work. He's really shown us the way and been a delight to work with and encouraged his colleagues and raised our sights. So it's been a real privilege to thank Imran for all he's done in working with us on making integrated care a real vision.
Well done to Imran. Okay, now this brings us to our final set of awards, and these are the ones that have actually been voted for by you. And I've been told that voting this year was extremely close. We start with the Non-Clinical Team of the Year, which is sponsored by Angie. This award is given to a team who consistently excel in performance while meeting financial and operational targets, demonstrating best practice, or a team that has introduced a change in approach, resulting in improvements to financial or operational performance, or has helped pull together through particularly difficult circumstances. Now, before we see the nominees, a word from our sponsor of this particular category. We have Craig Fullwood, Regional Director from Angie.
Hello, I'm Craig Fullwood, Regional Director for Engie. It gives me great pleasure, on behalf of Engie, to be the proud sponsors of this year's Non-Clinical Team of the Year Award.
Craig, thank you very much indeed. Chief Finance Officer Dinah McClanahan is presenting this award.
The nominees for the Non-Clinical Team of the Year are the Portering Team, the Procurement PPE Team, the Informatics Team, and the winner is The portering team.
The portering team have done a fantastic job this year. They have not only dealt with this pandemic in such a way that they've stepped up, supported one another and helped each other along the way as a team, but they've also embraced the changes of Unity and the whole new way of working, from a bleep and a phone system to now a handheld device, with all of their work coming through the capacity management system. I think it's a great opportunity for the portering team to be nominated for the Star Award. I think it will give them a great deal of boost within the department. I think they deserve it with the care and compassion that they show, not just colleagues but the patients that come into our trust. I think it's they're an important cog within the trust. Without the portering team, we wouldn't be able to move our patients around, and we wouldn't be able to get the equipment to where it needs to be. So it's a great opportunity for the porters to be recognised.
Well done to the porters. Wonderful to see you win. Now we are down to our final three. The next award is for Clinical Team of the Year, Children. This is presented to a team that has provided consistent, high-quality care for children whilst meeting financial and operational targets, demonstrating best practice or driving forward improvements in patient care, or has pulled together through particularly difficult circumstances. This can also include teams who care for children across our trust settings and services, and not just specialist paediatric teams. Acting Chief Operating Officer Mel Roberts is back for this one.
And the nominations for Clinical Team of the Year for Children's are Paediatric Diabetic Team, Looked After Children's Team, and the Neonatal Unit. Well done to all the nominations. And the winner is the Neonatal Unit. Congratulations to the neonatal team. They look after our tiniest patients, which is a privilege to do so. Well done.
The neonatal unit over the past 12 months have gone above and beyond for the trust, our babies and families, especially during the month of August to December 2019, as this was a challenging time for the staff. All the staff on the ward, both clinical and non-clinical, have risen to the challenge and still deliver the quality and safe care for our vulnerable neonates. Even after the move, our staff continued to improve the safety of our neonates by introducing advanced resuscitation trolleys to all maternity and neonatal areas.
Congratulations to our neonatal unit taking care of our tiniest patients. This next award is for Clinical Team of the Year, Adults. This award is presented to a team that has provided consistent, high-quality care for adults whilst maintaining financial and operational targets, demonstrating best practice or driving forward improvements in patient care, or has pulled together through particularly difficult circumstances. To present this award is Acting Chief Executive David Carruthers.
Okay, so I have here the nominations for the Clinical Team of the Year. So the three nominees are the ICU Therapy Team, Respiratory Physiology, and the Palliative Care Team. Three fantastic teams, but the winner is the Palliative Care Team. Congratulations.
The team work extremely hard all of the time to improve end-of-life care and palliative care for our patients, both in the community and the acute. We have a day hospice and we have a bereavement team. During COVID, the team had to work very differently, so we started doing some virtual consultations with patients. We went from 2 beds at Leasowes to 20 and pretty much did that overnight. And that's due to the hard work of my team. They supported clinical staff here within the trust to make that happen, and patients who were at home and GPs, just to make sure that patients and relatives got the support and the care that they needed. We put in something called Memories Matter, so that families who couldn't come and visit their relatives were able to get some nice memories. The day hospice team took a really active part in going out to see patients who were being socially isolated due to COVID, but also were experiencing complex symptoms. The service was run really well by our Connected Palliative Care Hub, and we made sure that patients who needed us were able to contact us at any point, and that's 24/7. It's a team to be really, really proud of, and we look forward to implementing some of the changes we've made during COVID to go forward with.
Well done to all of the palliative care team. And that brings us to our final award, the Employee of the Year. Now, this is awarded to an employee who has an excellent attitude to work, not just work, but colleagues and patients, who has repeatedly gone beyond the call of duty, made improvements to delivery of services or patient experience, or who has consistently demonstrated the Trust's promise to provide excellent care. This year, there were over 100 nominations in this category, so the judges had a really difficult task in narrowing it down to our final four. Over to you, David Carruthers, Acting Chief Executive.
I'm now delighted to be able to announce the nominations for one of the most important awards, which is Employee of the Year. I'm sure there were many, many nominations for this, but the nominees for this award are Dr. Edward Fogden, Dr. Owen Dorr, Lynn Carmel, and Soraya Roberts. And the winner of this award of Employee of the Year is Dr. Edward Fogden. Congratulations.
I'm delighted that my colleague Dr. Ed Fogden has been nominated for this award. He is a gastroenterologist of renown, does an excellent clinical job, but I think he was really deserving in the last year. We've obviously had the massive response to COVID and the goodwill of many, many colleagues around the Trust. Ed led by example. He really pushed for the development of clinical pathways during the COVID initial phase with a lot of education. He supported the junior doctors, and he also went above and beyond personally by isolating himself to make sure he was available for work. But in addition to that, before COVID, we had that massive project called Unity, which seems a long time ago, and even for that he went above and beyond in terms of personal sacrifice to ensure that juniors were supported, wards were supported, nurses were supported, and that there was a broader education of implementing the Unity project. So the year has been a difficult year, it's been tough, and I think Ed led with example and self-sacrifice, and for that reason I'm delighted that he's nominated for this award.
Well done, Ed. Many congratulations. Wow, congratulations, in fact, to all of our winners and anyone who has been shortlisted or nominated for an award. You are all winners. It really has been fantastic to hear so many wonderful stories. I've really been truly privileged to be a part of this incredible event. Now, just before we go, some closing remarks from our chairman, Richard Samuda.
Our 2020 award ceremony has now come to an end. Can I thank you for joining in what's an important part of our celebration each year of the fantastic work and the fantastic individuals within the Trust. Can I also thank our sponsors, who as always have made this event possible and who continue to support us, and we very much look forward to continuing to work with them. Can I particularly thank those who have been nominated and those who have been winners in a very hotly contested awards process. It shows just what a remarkable series of individuals we've had and the leadership which they have shown. In a particularly difficult year, can I thank particularly those who have made our work possible. Those are the key people we depend on, our families, our partners, all of the patient groups, all of the community groups and partner groups that support us within our health and social care system. I know it's been a particularly difficult year, and we could have only achieved that with the kind of contributions we've seen demonstrated today and those of many others that aren't necessarily covered in today's award ceremony, but we know work consistently to support the incredible services that we deliver. I know we will have continued testing times, and I think that the kind of skills that are on show today, I think, show how we continue to be confident that with support from our staff and their partners and all their families, and that will see us through what I know will be difficult times. And can I thank everybody again for taking part in our awards ceremony.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Thank you, and congratulations again to all of our winners. Once again, I thank all of our sponsors for supporting the awards. It couldn't have taken place without our sponsors, and I want to thank you as well for watching. Hopefully, we'll see you next year for an extravagant party, this time at Villa Park. I want you guys to take care, and thanks for joining us. All the best.